Hello and welcome back to another episode of Between Classes. Today we are here with Lisa Marotz, and she is the director of McCrory Gardens here in Brookings. So welcome, Lisa.
Hello, Genevieve. It's nice to meet you. Have a face to the email subject signature lines.
Yes, Lisa and I corresponded prior to this, but we're excited to talk about garden glow that occurs in your gardens.
It's 7 years old, and it has just grown and become this community opportunity that I don't know back in 2015, the initial first handful of people could have known how they found something special when they started it.
Yeah, special really is, I think, the best word for it. Would you mind kind of going into a little bit as far as where did this start? How did this event come to be? And, how do we get to where we are now?
Exactly. From what I know, I started working at McCrory Gardens in May of 2016. In 2015, I understand, is when the very first Garden Glow was. It was a group of advisory board members that had the thought that we should do something special in the gardens. It's a fabulous place to come other times of the year. Why not December in Brookings, South Dakota, in the middle of winter?
I know it seems a little not quite right, but we're here for it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Dr. Peter Schaefer was a member of the board and also a member of SDSU faculty. Had a need to remove some evergreen trees from his property, so he brought 11 trees from his property to McCrory Gardens. Mm-hmm. When you come to Garden Glow, you'll notice that there's rather a large white structure. We call it Mrs. Claus's personal gazebo.
Oh, wow. All right.
When you see that, it's located on the West Terrace lawn of the Education and Visitor Center. All of Garden Glow that first year would have fit under there.
Holy smokes.
When I see pictures of it, looked like there was a lot of snow that year, so it was especially pretty. And one thing that really makes me smile is the words Garden Glow are written out of rope lighting, and it's hanging on the fence to the south of where this original Garden Glow would have happened.
Wow.
And my team, love them to pieces, recreated that. So Garden Glow 21 is on the fence this year, and I just love that. It's these things that it's about the community. It's about the people who see it and enjoy it. It's not about this is a fundraiser for us. Mm-hmm. I mean, it definitely supports of the life of the gardens all throughout the year.
Yeah.
But the best part is truly the joy that we can see and hear in the voices of all the generations that come. It's for people of all abilities, people of all backgrounds. Some had never seen snow before. Some have never seen a Christmas tree before.
Wow.
It's bigger than I think anyone could have imagined it would turn into. In 2016 was my first year here. We increased the number of trees to sponsor to 20.
Okay.
For $250, a person can sponsor a tree, which granted, those that gave, they totally understand that it's not the price of the tree, it's the investment in Garden Glow. And I hope that Enchanted Forest is what we call it now, that piece never loses sight of that. It's so important. It's where Garden Glow started, it's how it started, and it's this base, it's this foundation of what it is. And people can add sentiments to their sponsorship sign, such as in memory of someone or in appreciation or thank you. There's Merry Christmas. There's joy and peace. There's all sorts of greetings that people can spread. And this year we're up to 40 trees.
Wow, a little bit of a jump there from 11.
Yeah, we sold more than 20 last year, so we went and got more trees to put up. But again, just that outpouring of emotion and sentiment that came with that, and the piece that this is how it all began. This is the strength that we can find. Candyland came into existence in 2017. So you walk into a life-sized Candyland game board.
Wow. So yeah, you've talked So on that note, I suppose you've talked kind of about these sections. So the
Yeah.
Enchanted Forest and then Candyland.
Yes.
Is there like a certain layout to the Garden Glow, or is it kind of just go in and appreciate the unity and the peace and the glow, or how is it organized?
I'm going to speak on behalf of words that I hear other people see.
Mm-hmm.
We'll hear people say, oh, we have to go to Candyland. We have to have our picture taken by Rainbow Pass because that's so Garden Glow or that's so traditional. And how quickly it became a tradition and a part of people's rituals now of their season and of their family. And others were, oh, we have to go to Reindeer Meadow. And it's been built and increased only because of donors and sponsors, people who have found that, this is where they want to support and they want to see grow, and grow the glow is what our hashtag is.
I love that hashtag, grow the glow. We're here for that.
Because the year that we had Candyland, then I stood by a sign that said, oh, and then you're going to want to see Reindeer Meadow. This year we have a reindeer, and next year we hope we'll have a whole field of reindeer. And there it evolved again. And the next year was Mrs. Claus's retreat.
Wow.
It's the herb garden, all in white lights. Mm-hmm. We found out this year that Mrs. Claus has an affinity for Hallmark movies.
Oh, I do too, honestly. I relate to her on that one. Yeah.
People will find out this little touch of Hallmark movie that she has added. I talk to our reindeer. I don't know. It's just part of, okay, guys, light it up tonight.
Yes. it adds a whole new
magical.
meaning. Yeah.
And there's a gentleman that we just got to meet. He and his wife moved to Brookings a year ago. Mm-hmm. His name is Chris. His wife's name is Christine.
Oh, fun.
Our head gardener's name is Chris. We had a lot of Chris's around. So Christmas Chris and his wife moved to Brookings a year ago. Chris and a friend of his in New York used to do light shows at churches and shopping malls as a fundraiser. Mm-hmm. We just interviewed Chris last week, and born in Syracuse, New York, never wanted to put lights on his house. He would make fun of people that were out there, bitter cold, putting on lights and then taking them down again. Kids came around and they started putting lights on their house. And just to fast forward a little bit, when they moved to Brookings, he never thought he would install another synchronized light show again. Mm-hmm. He and his wife came to Garden Glow and okay, I brought my things for a reason. Holiday Hill is brand new for us this year. Synchronized lights.
Oh, fun.
Music, all sorts of, I have 5 or 6 different songs, lights to go along with it.
So how big is Garden Glow? How many, is it acres or what? How does that kind of measure?
It's measured in acres now.
Yeah. That is crazy. To go from a gazebo, you said, to acres is nuts. So that's definitely an accomplishment there. So I guess among the community members of Brookings that are, allowed to, how do they go about getting tickets, or is there a certain way to do so?
Sure. The tickets, we moved to all online and timed ticketing last year, which is something that we'll meet in January each year and talk about what worked, what didn't, what should we do to improve for the next year. And in 2019, there were so many people. Parking was an issue. Having enough hot chocolate made was an issue.
Oh my gosh, I can't imagine.
And everyone was coming into the building last year with the situation of the world. We did do the time ticketing, so 50 people can come every 15 minutes between 5 o'clock and 9 o'clock. No problems with parking, no lines really to get in. So it's as easy as going to our McCroryGardens.com website. And thanks to University Marketing, that is all up and at 'em and live and ready to go. Many, many people behind the scenes. I think of our IT department as well that made this ticketing form possible. So I think some are surprised that it doesn't feel like there's a lot of people there when you're there.
Right.
And I've asked people about it, and they appreciate that. They don't feel rushed. You had asked about the path to go through. Last year we did make a path where in the past you could meander wherever you wanted, but now it is able to tell the story that you come to Enchanted Forest first. And we have our hot chocolate hut this year, which is new.
Fun.
So you can get a little way down the path and find some hot chocolate.
Yeah.
Then you would work your way under a gazebo or a trellis that the lights start large and then they get smaller along the way. So you're to kind of feel like you're shrinking down to the Candyland game board size.
Yeah.
Then you walk around Candyland thanks to the prop department. At the theater department, they've made our life-size cutouts of all the candy cane Candyland characters. Then Rainbow Pass. Again, that's a very popular rainbow colors of lights. Then you walk into Reindeer Meadow, Mrs. Claus's retreat, getting proposed marriage there, if that's what you're up to. We've had 2 proposals happen already this year.
I was going to ask
that spot.
Yeah, do you have, so is that common then, or for those like big events, or do you have any fun, I guess, stories from that, or is anything kind of that just, yeah.
Yeah, it's the proposals. It's couples anymore. They're so crafty with how they're doing proposals too, especially a camera folk hiding behind some bushes or a tree, and all staged, and it's just a lot of fun. You can almost tell when folks come up to the ticket booth that something extra special is going to happen.
Yeah, he's a little nervous or something of that
that's right.
sort. Gosh, yeah, it's got to be fun. How cool it is to have such an amazing opportunity for people to really make the Garden Glow a part of their lives, things that we're going to remember, forever. And I guess with that then, as students here on campus, how can we participate, get involved? What would be any advice? Do we just have to go, enjoy the glow and help grow the glow? Or what's your advice?
You can't help but rhyme, right? There's just so many punny things about Garden Glow and bringing the light. And yes, SDSU students, we're always thrilled to have you, especially at the gardens. Not only are you our present, you're also our future. Anytime you want to come to the gardens, Garden Glow during the year, it's a matter of just bringing your student ID. Particularly for Garden Glow, the rest of the world needs to get online, get a time ticket, come and get that taken care of in advance. You just show up. Bring your ID. We would ask that if you have a guest who's not an SDSU student, of course, to get that ticket. But we're just as pleased to have you there, especially now during finals week and getting ready for that. I've had a student call just to confirm that she heard it right, that she doesn't have to get a ticket because she studied all day so that she could have a break specifically in time to come to Garden Glow.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that's a huge part. I know even, being a student here on campus, it's kind of the buzz, honestly. Nice. Everyone's like, coordinating weekend plans to make sure we can make time to go see the gardens. But it's nice to know, and we're so thankful, I think, to be able to have the opportunity to be able to experience Garden Glow for free with a student ID. So that's, a lot of gratitude to you there. I know a lot of work goes into the process and making it all possible, and a lot of people are to thank for that. But do you particularly have a favorite memory or a favorite part, or I guess like a horcrux of something that has happened amid Garden Glow that you just can't shake? It's just too good to shake.
I think about a time 2 years ago. I'm sure the little guy was, say, 4 years old, and Reindeer Meadow was new, and he was there with his grandma and his mom and dad and baby brother. And they walked up to Reindeer Meadow, and he looked at Grandma. He's like, Grandma, is this real life? And it's just those eyes, those voices. Parents are teaching their young ones philanthropy as well. Yeah. We had a little one that saw the donation container by the hot chocolate, and she asked why that container was there with the money, and parent or adult said that's so that we can make sure there's Garden Glow next year, because we don't want it to go away, do we? And then, Mom, can we put money in there? And it's those little things. And there was a night when I'll prop open the south door of the Education Visitor Center to hear if our Bing Crosby music is singing. So I'll say, is Bing singing? I'll listen out the door. And he was singing "Oh Holy Night," and I looked up, there's the moon, there's the stars, there's the voices of families. This is perfect, this is magical. The words that it's so immersive. It's not, you're not driving by the lights, you're in the lights, you're part of it. It's one where, too, people coming when they might have a loved one in the hospital. A couple came because they just needed a break, and they chose to come to Garden Glow.
Wow. It's an escape from reality.
It is, and it truly is. It's maybe cliche to say, but it is that joy that it brings to other people that keeps us going and keeps it growing, and just people giving to it as well. We've never spent what we don't have. And it is thanks to the sponsors, the donors, our members, the hot chocolate givers.
Yes, some very important folks those people are. Yeah.
Yes.
All of us are. It's Lisa, it's incredible to hear how you have managed to bring a little bit of the North Pole and a whole lot of magic into Brookings, South Dakota. That is just incredible. With that, I will absolutely recommend to any student or community member to come to Garden Glow. And what are the dates it's open, or what is the time for that, just so they can know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Garden Glow for 2021-2022 is going from December 4th until January 6th. We take Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and New Year's Day off. 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. every night.
Fantastic. Well, you have all heard it here, 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. every night. Come experience the Garden Glow here at McCrory Gardens in Brookings, South Dakota. We'd love to see you there. Lisa would love to see you there, and come take part in the magic. It's something that no one is going to regret, and you're definitely not going to forget. So thank you so much, Lisa.
You're very welcome. Thank you, Genevieve.